Women are not better cheaters. They're not better cheaters. And if I've said that, I got to correct myself. Yes, both are sneaky. I think it's easier for men to get caught, but they're not better cheaters. They're just cheating with a better species. And I say that, and I know it's going to piss people off.
Whoa, wait a minute. Cheating with the better species? Fellas, do you agree with this? Ladies, do you agree with this woman? Comment your thoughts under this video. Now, we're definitely going to continue with this video because this is a very important conversation. Who's the better cheater? Is it men or is it women? This is a conversation we keep having. Now, let's go ahead and have that conversation. But before we do that, like the video, then subscribe to the channel because I'm posting daily content. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal. So here we go.
Women are not better cheaters. They're not better cheaters. And if I've said that, I got to correct myself. Yes, both are sneaky. I think it's easier for men to get caught, but they're not better cheaters. They're just cheating with a better species. And I say that, and I know it's going to piss people off, but because women will typically want to blow your shit up. Men will not.
I can't be a side B because I don't know how to play the position. As soon as I get in my feelings, or if I give you something, you belong to me. That's how I feel. Like, I was with this dude, and he told me, he was like, I got a girlfriend. He was like, but I don't really want to be with her, whatever. But I just want something on the side. He kept it real. And I was like, okay. I said, I still could be with you. I'm thinking in my head, I ain't going to catch no feelings for him. I'll just be his little boo. Yo, the minute the boy told me he loved me, the minute the boy kissed me, like, all my common sense went out the window.
Men will be happy as hell that you are cheating on your husband. One, he gets to violate your man. Two,
that part I don't know. Do men really care if the woman is cheating with a boyfriend or a husband, or does he care more about putting the woman through the mattress? I don't know. Me personally, I think it's more about putting the woman through the mattress. I don't even think the man cares if she has a man or not, but there's benefits to that. Anyway, let's continue.
two, because you're not going to be all up in his space because you already got a man. That's why once you leave your man, the shit is typically over with. It's over because he didn't want you to begin with. Everybody has the same game. Everybody has the same sneaky behaviors and the same lying ass excuses. The difference is who you're cheating with. So when a woman starts to cheat, she usually stops having sex with her man completely. Altogether, stops having sex. Why? Because she's getting good D from the side dude. But here's...
Now, I know that is a hard pill to swallow. No, Diddy.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so... Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
No, Diddy. I know that's a hard pill to swallow for men who are in sexless relationships and sexless marriages because they really don't understand that as the woman gets older, her sex drive increases. Like, she really desires sex as she gets older. Let's continue.
The difference. Men do not move like that. A man will cheat, yes, but he rarely will stop having sex with his woman at home. Now, he might not be doing it as much, but he's still doing it. And he don't care if his side chick got a man, a husband, a boyfriend, two boyfriends, or a whole damn roster. If he's hitting, it's cool. He might pretend to care about the situation, but he really doesn't. It doesn't matter to him. It's about access. It's not about romance and building a future and all this other crazy. Women, on the other hand, get some good D from the side dude and start tripping. They start fantasizing about a whole life, running away together. Now she wants him to ruin his life and his family and his peace. Just
What you did to my car?
Oh.
What the did to my car? I can't stand this,
Oh.
I can't stand this.
just so she can keep that experience all to herself. She has this image in her head of him coming home from a long day at work, making her dinner, giving her a massage, cleaning the house, and then dicking her head off. That is the delusional cheater for you. The reality cheater knows what it is. Day one, he knows the boundaries. He knows how far he's willing to go, and he's not out here threatening to break up homes, families, none of that. It's only the delusional cheater that you ever hear say,
The reason why the man likes being in this position, loves being in this position, is because it's passionate, uncommitted sex. Passionate. And he don't have to deal with her emotions and her mood swings. Anyway, let's continue.
I'm going to tell your wife, or your wife and I need to have a woman-to-woman conversation. You ain't never heard a man out here talking about, I'm telling your husband. Where? Please tell me. If I'm wrong, let me know. I need to see it. Oh, I need to have a conversation with your husband, man to man. Never. Because they know what they signed up for and they're cool with that. And the delusional player.
Wait. The real reason why is because men know that it's going to end up in violence. Let's continue.
Cheater will play herself every single time because she's trying to turn a fuck into a forever. The reality cheater stays in the background, in the shadows somewhere, keeps this transactional, which is what it was supposed to be from the jump. And when it's time to move on, the delusional cheater does not move on. They go into full detective mode. Got to search your girl's name on Facebook, on Instagram, trying to find out where you live, trying to find out where she works. That's why you can't be giving out this information. Got to just cut people off cold. But the delusional cheater does not ever want closure. She wants chaos.
The delusional woman wants chaos. You know what's funny is a lot of women are delusional or entitled. That is what will give them this perspective. Now, I'm just wondering, I don't know if you guys are thinking what I'm thinking, but what I'm thinking is she just now going through this? Like, is she talking about this situation because she's currently going through it, or she knows someone who's personally going through it? I'm only asking because I noticed that her nose is red, so it kind of looks like she may be stressed out from this situation or a situation similar to this. Now, just in listening to this woman speak, I was like, dang, okay, she sounds really level-headed. She sounds like she understands exactly what goes on and how it happens. Now, I know that this is something hard for men that are in sexless marriages and relationships. I know that this is hard for them to hear because of how much time and energy they've put into a woman, how much time and energy they've invested into a woman, the mind space, like trying to figure out things, trying to read her mind, trying to do things that will make her happy or to get her to stop complaining. I understand how it feels. Now, when it comes to cheating, the reason why men are looked at as bad or sloppy or just terrible cheaters is for what this woman just said. The women become delusional. They start to think that they're the only woman or they want the number one spot. Now, in a lot of cases, women are messy. Okay, so because those women are messy, guess what they're doing? They're loud. Like, that's literally the difference between the men and the women, right? The men that the women are cheating with, those dudes are usually quiet. He's standing in the back.
Why are you laughing? Okay, well send it. Tell me like what's going on. I'm hungry.
What the fuck you need 2 drinks for?
Because we have 2 throats. Duh.
I ain't never seen you eat that much.
Okay, I'm gonna share with my friend, and I want to share my whole meal, so I was just gonna get her own.
No, I'm not getting her. I got you.
He's standing in the background. The reason why he's standing in the background is because he's getting what he wants. Passionate, uncommitted sex. The key word is passionate. Anytime a man is having sex or anytime a man is putting a woman through the mattress, the more passionate it is, the more fun it is, the more that you actually want to do it. Now, when it comes to women, right? Women they're going to be loud. They're going to be mad. They're going to use blackmailing for all types of reasons. I'm sorry. They're going to blackmail you or try to blackmail you. Meaning, if you don't buy her this, if you don't give her that, if you don't do this, right? If you miss something, now she's going to try to blow up the spot. Like this woman said, she's going to be trying to reach out to the wife to let the wife know that you've been cheating. Now, the messed up part about this is you probably still won't cut her off. The example that comes to mind anytime I have this conversation is the first time I actually seen this, right? I was about 23 years old. and I was, just getting started in my acting career. There was this beautiful young light-skinned woman that was short, nice body, of course. At that time, this was before BBLs. This woman clearly had some body work done, but it was hard to notice because you just, like it wasn't that time yet. Now, I did notice that the breasts were fake because they just didn't feel real. But anyway, my point is this. So we did what we did all night, and then in the morning. Now that morning, this woman that I'm laid up with, she calls a doctor. And she was like, you know what? Before she did that, she said, you know what? I need $5,000. I said, what? 5,000? Like, where you gonna get 5,000 from? I'm 23 years old, so at this point, like, and at that time, 5,000 sounded like a lot, right? So I'm just like, dang, where you gonna get that from? She know exactly. Watch this. I watch this. Calls up the doctor, and she blackmails the doctor. Guess what? The doctor sent that 5,000 because he did not want her to tell his wife what he was doing. That was the first time that I seen this type of female manipulation actually happen. And when I seen it, it was something that I could never unsee again. So anytime I think about relationships, I see relationships, I hear these types of conversations, I'm like, nah, women are not better cheaters. The men that they're cheating with just seem to stay quiet, whereas the women that get cheated with, meaning this is the side chick, those women are usually loud. They're gonna cause a scene. They're gonna, whether it's calling at the wrong time, continuously texting, or just not simply following directions. The side chicks know that they're the side chicks, but for some reason they want to level up. Just like this woman said, the delusion part in their mind starts to play games with them, where now they're fantasizing about what can happen and what it could be. Whereas the woman who's in a relationship, she knows she's going back home to her man and her family, right? The dude is happy about this. Now, in my mind, right? Or at least from my perspective and my understanding, men don't usually do this unless they really, really, really want that woman, or they believe that they should have had that woman, right? And that she is way more interested in him than the man that she's currently with. So that does happen, but it doesn't usually happen that often. Now, men don't usually talk about, or men don't usually say, I'm going to tell your husband, because men know that that's probably going to end up in violence, right? No man wants his girlfriend or his wife to be touched by another man. Most men do not even want another woman to have a baby with another man, because he does not want to deal with another man. This is why that whole conversation about do men actually like women outside of attraction, this is why that conversation was so dumb to me, because if the man doesn't like the woman and the man doesn't like the man either, right? That's my argument. Men don't like men either. Now, we'll work together, and if we find things that we have in common because we can be on the same team, then that's different. Now we know that we're competing against other groups of people. But as far as like just not liking, like that whole conversation is crazy to me. When women have a side dude, this is the guy that they are passionate about. So the guy that knows he's the side guy is happy because he knows she's going to show up wet and ready to go, ready to bump and grind, ready to be put through the mattress, right? This is why that guy is happy. Now, fellas, I'm telling you this. I'm bringing you this conversation because I want you to reinvent yourself. I want you to understand that this is happening, and I want you to make the adjustment. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm just telling you that this is something that exists and has continuously existed. The only difference is we now get to see it on video. We now get to see it like we're actually experiencing it, even if it's coming from someone else, because they have experience or they have knowledge of it, because once again, of the experience. So my goal is to get your mind prepared, but in preparing your mind, I'm going to always say, get your mind together, get your body together, and get your finances together. Meaning, understand that humans will do human things. So have your mind prepared for that. The most important things after that is get your finances together, understand finances, and do what you need to do. Next, exercise, meditate, read. This is what I'm telling you to help you adapt to this new world that we're living in, because it is a new world. It is a new world, and you have to find a way to navigate through it. But with all that being said, I got a question for you. What do you think? Are women just better cheaters? Do you disagree with anything that was said here? Comment your thoughts under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.